Hey guys, David Childress from Mightymouse Solutions. Just thought I'd start off this video by showing you guys my new Z06. But tonight I'm going to do something a little bit fun with my Trailblazer. I had this idea for a while. I finally want to pull the trigger on it. So the point of my catch can, and I guess the reason it's been successful so far, and I've coming out with a fourth generation, this is the Gen 4 can here, is that you get to run a stock PCV system, but it can accommodate for high horsepower. So it's a little bit of, well, hopefully a type of thing everybody wants, to be able to keep everything that's nice about their car, but then handle all the horsepower that these motors can make these days. So the test was, you remember the last video where I was showing how we made some crankcase vacuum through the factory PCV system, more than the factory PCV system can make, but we can still relieve the pressure from, aftermarket components, boost, power adders, built motors, so forth. So I got a little bit better vacuum gauge from my buddy Reed, so we can keep a little bit better track of it this time. But the setup's still the same, just with the different can here on this one. So what I'll do is I'm going to start it up, and then I'll show you that we have vacuum in the system, obviously on the gauge, and that we lose the vacuum when we stop pulling on the system with the can. And then I'm going to do a little something here that I don't recommend anyone try at home. I'm actually going to inject the crankcase with shop air. So this is real. Alright, here's a look. I got a little setup here for you. I'm going to shoot this can. Alright, real air. So we'll do this in real time. I'm going to start the truck up. Okay, so starting to build some vacuum in the crankcase. I think my other gauge was showing 10 kPa. Now we're, I don't know, 2 inches of mercury, something like that. I don't know. Like I said, it's important that we have a little bit. You don't want too much. You definitely don't want anything positive. So here we go. And you'll see that if I remove this cap here, we lose that, because now we're losing the vacuum assist from the system. Went back to 0. So the big idea is you can have your cake and eat it too. What if we go into boost? Well, I don't recommend anybody else try this at home, but my name on the line here, so let's go for it. Instead of pulling vacuum, I'm going to put some boost on the system. So that is the entire contents of my air compressor flowing right into the system, and I don't know, we're topping out around 2 psi. Actually just heard my air compressor cut on back over there. And we'll put the vacuum cap back in. Coming out of boost, going back to the grocery store, pulling vacuum in the crankcase again. So, what was happening with all that air is the breather was shut. The PCV valve was metering vacuum through the system from the fresh air port here, still being measured by the mass air sensor. But when we go into crank pressure, my breather's relieving everything that we're throwing at it. Oh, also, this is just the 650 horsepower rated 3/8 barb stock replacement fitting here. So the new can accommodate dual 12 AN fittings, which is way more than this. You can imagine it would, flow more. So it's a pretty aggressive test just for this little fitting, because all the pressure has to go through this fitting. We'll do it one more time because that was pretty fun. Here we're losing vacuum. Went back down to 0 vacuum. Now we're going to dump, again, I'm going to dump all my air compressor right into it. So that's everything that it's got. Something like that. soon as it balances out, back into vacuum. And there we go. So, hopefully that was self-explanatory enough. And maybe you like that. Maybe you want that to work on your car. So give me a shout. MightyMouseSolutions.com. Thank you very much.